Hey everybody, before we get started on today's show, I want to let you know of a giveaway. Just hashtag Dino in the comments below and you can get this Jeff Goldblum Jurassic Park piece. This is number 177 out of 500 and is signed by the artist. Hashtag Dino in the comments below and you can win this. Alright, let's get started with today's show. And welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bitty Geek. Joining me as always is Mikey. Nope, he's not here. He's busy. But we do have Pinball.
What's up, people?
Today we are going to be reviewing the movie Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park. This movie is all about a theme park with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Gotta have dinosaurs. And what had happened is they take dinosaurs and they grow them up and they're all female, supposedly, but life will find a way.
Find a way.
Yeah. Yes. They have some or archaeologists come in to sign off on the park, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be and stuff like that. Well, things go haywire because Newman decides he wants to make some money and steal the dinosaur and steal the dinosaur samples. So he disables a lot of the park. Fences are down. Insanity ensues. T-Rexes, Velociraptors, big roars, big kills. End of movie.
All right. Good night, everybody.
No, it was a really good movie at the time, in my opinion.
Yes, especially for its time, because it made you think. It got you, to me, it definitely brought back, the interest or the imagination when it came to dinosaurs. It's something where you learn about them when you're a kid. And then unless you're like into the actual like bones and stuff like that, being a paleontologist or, whatever, you kind of lose interest in it. This movie, brought back that interest for everybody, kids, adults alike. And they did a really good job with it, especially for, the type of graphics, cinematography, and stuff like that we had at the time. It was a really good thing. Steven Spielberg did, a good cast, I thought, as well. For this movie. Cast. Very good cast. Gotta love Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. As you can see, Mikey the Freak dressed up as Jeff Goldblum right here.
Yes, he's a huge fan of Jeff Goldblum, so we thought, there's nothing more fitting than to have him look like Jeff Goldblum.
Exactly. But no, it's one of those things when you're a kid and you get toys, you love playing with dinosaurs. Like even the little rubber dinosaurs that don't move, it's just one fixed piece, but you just take them and you do all the little things, you play with them and they fight and stuff like that.
And let us not forget the little ones that you used to be able to throw into the bathtub and they would grow.
Oh, man. Yes. Those were awesome. I used to love those as well. But yeah, and this took that and made dinosaurs look and feel real. Like,
It really gave you the perspective or the idea of what a dinosaur would actually be like in real life. It's not just something on a page. You actually got to see it next to a human, or you know what I mean. You got to see like the size comparisons between a human and a dinosaur. When they first see him on the island, they're all in shock, but you get to see the Brachiosaurus. You get to see just how big that damn thing would have been to a human.
The scale of them is just freaking astronomical. Yeah.
But so and I like the way that the book and the movie and everything like that, the way they kind of tried to explain how you would get the dinosaur DNA, through a mosquito.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah. Although what's funny is when I was watching the movie for our podcast here, when I was rewatching the movie, I was looking up stuff on it. And my favorite thing was I was scrolling through TikTok and somebody actually had made a TikTok about it. And it was a doctor, and he says that would never actually happen. You can't get it from a mosquito because DNA does degrade over time. And just because the mosquito stuck in number doesn't mean the DNA is going to stay there and stuff. So
the parts that's disintegrated, you can merge with a frog.
Yeah, I mean, that turned out so great for the damn park. Let's make them all female. Well, some African frogs
can change sex. Yep.
Next,
and that's what happens. Is you see, Dr. Grant ends up finding some eggs that have hatched naturally, so life will find a way. So that's that. Sorry, my mind went just total.
But yeah, no, it was a great movie just in general itself. Did like the way they tried to relay the science in it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how they showed kind of behind the scenes when they're on the first little part of the ride where they're trying to show you like how they're engineered and how they're hatched and stuff. And then you go into the park. And my favorite thing about this is that when they go into the park, they're going through all these things and you don't see one dinosaur because it's not like a regular zoo where animals are walking and they're used to people there. So they come up to the fences and stuff. No, you can't find a damn dinosaur in this damn park.
Yeah, I find it funny. Jeff Goldblum actually leans into the camera because there's a camera on the Jeeps that are on the track. Yeah, he goes, excuse me, are there going to be dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like in this movie, Jeff Goldblum had the greatest like little one-liners in there.
He did. He really did. He made the movie.
He really did.
He brought life to. I mean, because he's injured throughout most of this movie.
Yeah,
he's injured. And, his one-liners while he's injured, just laying there is freaking, it's Jeff. I mean, the way he delivers his lines, the ums and the pauses and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great actor. I love his style of acting.
Yeah. And then I did like, what is it? Sam O'Neill as Dr. Grant.
Yes.
Dr. Alan Grant. I thought he did real well as, he didn't like kids. And that's evident in the beginning when he scares the shit out of a kid who's kind of being a little mouthy at his dig site.
Yes.
And then, he basically spends the rest of the movie having to deal with these two kids trying to save them and bring them through the park and stuff. So I thought that was good. And then you have Laura Dern, who plays Dr. Sadler, and I thought she did great. You got to see her from trying to do just the doctor bit to trying to make sure that they could get power back on in the park and taking the risks and stuff. Sir Richard Attenborough, because there's like too many of them. But Sir Richard Attenborough plays John Hammond, who is the one who actually kind of created the idea of being able to clone dinosaurs, remake them. It's his park. He's trying to get everyone there to endorse his park, make sure that, when they are ready to open this, big wow. And he, even after the park, breaks down because of what Nedry does, or Newman. But after that breaks down, he's still trying to say like, next time we'll do it right.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, they shouldn't ever be a next
ever
time.
been this time. They all took it for granted, and now they're kind of screwed basically. So it was a good movie from start to ending really for me on this. Which is surprising because usually you either have like a shit start or a shit end or just a real crappy middle, but this was actually a really good movie.
Well, it started off with the caged Velociraptor. You don't get to see it, but they're putting it in its pen, and it kills somebody. It gets
Yeah.
itself free and it kills somebody. So it starts off, with action right away.
And a lot of blood.
A lot of blood, a lot of blood. So I'm gonna go ahead and go right into my rating. Actually, I am going to rate this movie a 9. Like, for the time this movie was made, the animatronics used, the CGI, the cinematography of it, the acting in this movie, even the kids, they overacted a little bit, but
but they're kids.
They're
That's
kids,
what kids do.
and you're going, they're acting scared. So yeah, I'm going to be scared with dinosaurs. So it's a 9. This movie was great. I cannot recommend this movie enough for any age range. Great movie. Bebo, how about you?
I am right there with you. I would probably give this movie an 8.5, a little lower than a 9, but I'm still right in that range with you. Great movie for its time. The graphics and even like the puppets of seeing like the T-Rex now and stuff like that up close.
Mm-hmm.
Not the greatest, in regards to it holding up, but the storyline and the movie itself does hold up.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely give it an 8.5. I loved all the actors and actresses in it, even the kids. So I definitely give this an 8.5. And speaking of ratings, I've actually got Mikey the Freak's rating here. Mikey the Freak actually rated this an 8 overall.
Okay.
He said that this movie is something he could watch when it's on. It made you believe as a kid you wanted this to happen, which I also agree with.
Yes, definitely.
You wish you could visit dinosaurs again like animals at a zoo. Then all hell would break loose, and if possible, because of this movie, it would, it never would happen. It's one of those things where it's like they'll show a movie like of what could happen, but the fact that could happen means it won't happen. He said that it's a great movie, suspenseful. It's an edge of your seat type movie. He did also agree that kids were a little bit of an overactors.
Mm-hmm.
He said the CGI was good other than the Brachiosaurus, which is the first dinosaur you see. But he did also say that the experience at Universal Studios that they have now is great and feels like you're in the movie. And he said overall it was a great movie.
Yep. I mean, the ending scene with the T-Rex coming in to save the day, and then the roar, and then the banner falling. I mean, perfect end to a movie. It's just one of those things that the action right there, you felt it, and you almost want to stand up and clap for the T-Rex at that point. And the soundtrack.
Please don't, because the only bad thing about hearing that song is not only that, but the I hate that sound because every time it plays, because my mom loves Jurassic Park as well, but if I'm over at her house and she's watching it, if it's on TV or something, that music starts playing, she just sits there and goes, I'm a dinosaur, I'm a dinosaur, I'm a dinosaur. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I believe that.
Yes, absolutely, dude. 100%. I would not make that up. Yeah, it's just, it is a good soundtrack, but yeah, it's an overall good movie. And like I said, it's definitely something all three of us would recommend to any age.
All right, man. What do you have for some movie trivia?
So I got a couple of things here that I kind of liked. One thing that I thought was just interesting in the realm of education is that the movie and the book itself generated so much interest in dinosaurs that the study of paleontology has had a record increase in students since this movie first came out, and with all the sequels as well.
Oh, wow.
The T-Rex that you see in the close-ups is they actually built that. It's like a animatronic puppet type thing for this. And the T-Rex occasionally malfunctioned due to the rain.
Yeah, it would get so heavy it would shake.
Yeah, it said producer Kathy Kennedy recalls the T-Rex went into the heebie-jeebies sometimes, scared the crap out of us. Said we'd be eating like eating lunch, and all of a sudden a T-Rex would come alive. At first, we didn't know what was happening. Then we realized it was the rain, but you'd hear people just start screaming because it would just start going off. Another thing I thought was interesting is the sound that the Tyrannosaurus Rex actually makes when it does its roar is a combination of sounds from a dog, a penguin, a tiger, an alligator, and elephant. So they use sounds from all of those animals to make the roar of the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What's an iconic roar, though? I mean, when you hear that, you automatically
think T-Rex now. Yeah. Now, one thing I thought, which was kind of cool, because as you know, I've told you that the DNA breaks down. In 2005, a paleontologist by the name of Dr. Mary Schweitzer discovered red blood cells and soft tissue in the fossilized bones of a T-Rex, meaning dinosaur cloning may someday actually become a reality.
Let's not.
I feel like this movie shows us that we shouldn't do that. Yeah. I mean, yes, would it be cool? Absolutely. To see a dinosaur? Yes. And maybe just make like a brontosaurus. Let it live out its life, but only that one. We don't need anything that,
we don't need herds. No herds. No herds. No pack. No herds and no pack. No herds and no pack.
Michael Crichton, who wrote the book, actually intended John Hammond to be like a dark Walt Disney.
Okay.
He said. And one of the other things that I did like that I read, and this was just in regards to something that happened while they were making the movie and stuff, is all of the cast were given a raptor model signed by director Steven Spielberg as a gift. It looked very frightening, and Ariana Richards, who plays Lexi, the little girl in this, has it in her house to shock anyone coming in like a guard at a gate.
Oh, that'd be
Jeff
awesome.
Goldblum's model has a prime spot in his house and is a cherished object. And Laura Dern actually put her raptor model in her son's room near his crib. And eventually, when he got a little older, he saw it and screamed like never before. So she had to put it in storage, but she hopes one day the two will become friends.
Oh, nice. I actually have a little bit of knowledge on this too. The dinosaurs were originally going to be stop animation. Like they were actually going to use stop animation for it. But at the time, this was right about the time when things were starting to get going. One of the computer nerds is what they called them, is he made a motion of a T-Rex walking, like a 3 or 4 second clip. And as soon as they saw that, they're like, we're doing that. A little bit.
That's cool. That's cool. I think that it worked out a lot better this way than with like stop
animation. Yeah. All right. Well, I have a little bit of movie memorabilia. For the first item, we have a Jurassic Park Nintendo Entertainment System 1993 factory sealed brand new $4,000 with $14 shipping.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yep.
All right. Well, how about a Jurassic Park Pro pinball machine with LEDs, gorgeous and it's hard to find, for $8,999.99 with $599 shipping.
I would, but I've got 2 of those in my living room right now.
I got you. It does. It's pretty cool. I
remember those when they first came out, actually, and they are really nice.
Yeah, I like pinball machines. If I collect, that would be an expensive hobby, but I would love to collect pinball machines.
Expensive hobby.
Then we have the Jurassic Park Pogs complete set with very rare holographic Pogs. $20,000 for Pogs.
$20,000 for little cardboard pieces that have an image on them. Yeah, I'm good.
But there's free shipping, Brian.
Free shipping? Sign me up.
Free shipping.
I didn't know that. If I would have known about the free shipping, I apologize. I'm changing my answer. I'll take 4 of them. Yeah.
That is all I
Awesome.
have for movie memorabilia. We do not have any related reels because Mikey the Freak is Jeff Goldblum today.
Yes, and he's busy laying down on the job.
That is correct. So I do believe that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. Do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumb in, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us which movie you think we should review next. Tell us what you thought of this review. How did you like Jurassic Park? Have you ever seen it? Do you want to see more of it? Do you want to see the sequels? There's a lot of questions that I could ask you.
Tell us, we want to know.
Yes, yes. So, for Bebo, I am the Bearded Geek saying keep it retro, everybody.
See ya.